Good morning. So we continue on the lesson 33. That day, I think we stopped at 184 on the uh, passive, present passive. This is present passive. So present passive is a passive because we also got a passive past participle. So we got present passive. So here, what it means here, a recap lah. So if you look at this word, the root should be this lah. This is actually is to be C, and then the base is they say T, third person is they say T. So this they say T because when you put A here, this is a seven conjugation. Seven conjugation, when you put anything seven conjugation, the I will be strengthened. The I will be strengthened if it is T. So this is the one we are talking about passive. So this is a present tense. Present tense, that means a third person present tense technically is an active voice. So it's equal to active voice. In English, active voice. It's active voice. So don't get confused whether it's active voice or active word. They are the same. So this is active voice. So that means I say this is the root. So when you talk about passive, we are talking about we are taking the root. This is the root. The root means the base here is the base become what? The base plus and that means the base they say the base will be they say. So you see a they say, then you plus here ERT. Can you see the ERT? This is a this plus ERT, then it becomes a passive verb. So this is passive present participle. Don't get confused with present participle. So this is not the same. This is a present passive. This is present participle. This present participle is basically belongs to the active voice. So there can be something basically. So the only thing what you need to do is passive is always you need the verb to be. So what it means, so if you take this, then is expounded. So you take this, the first one is expounded. If you take this, you see it means this is a present participle. The present participle. Can you a present participle? So mana is a present participle. This is mana. Mana is present participle. Is added to the base present participle. Then you add iya. Then it become passive present participle. So in this case, you have to put unit as ing. So if it's a present participle, they say mana, that means it's expounding. So they see ya mana means being expounding. The ing must come into this word ing. So this is ing. So that is how you look at that. So in here, if the present participle for this is you don't need the, you see this is the IYA is turned to IJJA. So it is being cut, it's being done. So this is the one you need to look at it. So this is a repetition. So then here give you the example. Here give you the example. This is a very important. How to use a passive participle. Can you see the word putena? The word putena, that means technically it was this was the agent. It was previously the subject. So you see, you put it in here. Putena, Desia Manang. That means here is if you break it down, it is by putter, by the putter. By the putter. So in this case, this particular case, by the Buddha here. So what you need to do is this one is being expounded. Expounded, Now, So if you look at the subject, the subject matter in this line, you will see, can you see the word? This is the verb. This is the subject. Manusa, Sunanti, Dhammang. That means here it means that man, human being or man, plural, listen to the Dhamma. And this is the one is describing the Dhamma. This one is like describing the Dhamma. Can you see that this is having a same case? So in this particular case, you need this word that to connect it. You need a that. That means, so at the end, man listens to the Dhamma. So in this case, this line, Buddheda Dham Adesiya Manang, it means it is related to the Dhamma. That means the Dhammang takes an object, which is what you call it a descriptive object, a descriptive object. So you have to put that is being expounded by the Buddha. You see, this is something that we seldom come across. This only be found in the sutta. So the word that is necessary. The same thing apply for this line. If you look at that, can you see the word bahu sakuna? That means this is the adjective to the word many birds. And then this is a plural. This is AOR, means fly away, flew away. So can you see this one? Can you see this is ablative and this ablative? So that means flew, without this line, that means flew from the tree. And these two words, Purisa Jamanasma, this is describing this. This is describing this. This is describing this. But the book didn't explain describing it. So they are in the same case. They are in the case. This is the case 5. Ablative. This is the case 5. So you see the word connecting. That means from the tree. From the tree here. In this case, the from no need to mention already, because these two phrases are related. So it is replaced by that is being cut. This is being cut by the man. Follow. This is the one of the most important, because if you take note of this, then next time when you have some translation, you're able to handle it. Okay, any question on this?
Brother Alfred.
Yeah.
Can you please? Oh, please go ahead, sister. Sister, you go ahead. Sister, you. Who is that speaking? Oh, this is now my you. Oh, actually.
Sister
Donna,
you go
ahead, sister. You go ahead, sister. You go ahead, sister. You go ahead, sister. Okay, brother Alfred.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I can hear you. What's your question?
Brother Alfred.
Yes.
Am I the one speaking? Oh, okay. Funny voice, huh?
Oh, that means
I just wanted, can you please explain again? Because there was something wrong with my this Zoom. So
I think you're on to Zoom.
No, because the first Zoom, the speaker something wrong. So I use my iPad to try to listen. And meanwhile, I was trying to fix it my laptop. So I'm going to switch one off.
You must off one, otherwise there will be echo.
Okay.
Lock one of the Zoom out, then you won't have echo. If you got two together, we get echo because one will be faster than the other.
Okay. I'll try to off it. Don't know where is that.
But never mind, as long as you can hear me. So I repeat, can you see this?
Okay.
Can you see Buddhena Desiya Manang? Dhammang manusa sunati. So the subject is here. That means here the man listen to the Dhamma.
Oh,
all right.
Sorry, brother of
Cannot hear. Oh, cannot see.
Sister Wong turn on to Zoom. That's why he listen to himself.
Because I don't know what's wrong with my laptop. The Zoom doesn't work, so I use my iPad and
Look,
in between was working on it. I have already off one, but brother Alfred, can you please explain this part again? Sorry.
okay. Can you see Buddhena Desiyamanang Dhammang Manusa Sunanti? Can hear?
Yes.
So the word manusa, this is the subject manusa. Then sunanti is the verb, subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. You are very clear. Is the man listen to the Dhamma. Can you see this one? This one is a descriptive. That means this Dhamma takes an object extension. The Dhamma takes an extension. So that's why it has a same case. So that in this particular case, in order to connect these two, because this is not an adjective to Dhamma, because when they are same case, normally we learn that is the same case is a direct adjective. So in this particular case, this whole phrase, Buddhena Desiyamanang, we will call it a predicative, predicative adjective lah. So predicative adjective, in this case, this predicative adjective is belongs to the object, belongs to the object because the Dhamma is the object. So we got two kind of adjective. One is direct. That means when you say if you say Dhamma, direct one, you say, oh, good Dhamma. Good Dhamma is a direct adjective to the word Dhamma. But when you say Desiyamanang, that means this is a predicative. So this is going to describe the Dhamma. So in order to link the two objects together, normally we need the word that. The word that. Can you see that there? That. So that, then we put is that is. That is, this is the connecting words that join the Dhamma to the next line, which is is being expounded by the Buddha. So this is what they call a predicative adjective. Follow? And then the next line again, Bahu Sakuna, many birds. This is AOR, flew from the tree. So this is the tree. That means this is subject, verb, extension. So this extension, now this is also a predicative to this. Predicative, that means this is describing the ruka, because both of them in the same case. So in this case, we will also use the word that is, because this word is a present passive, so being cut down by the man. So the agent is in case 3. Case 3 is always in front. So because this is to indicate that this is a passive form. Is it clear to you?
Yes, thank you very much, Brother Alfred.
Okay. So if it's clear, then we will move, because this has no description. This is very brief, but we have to pay attention to the details. Okay, 185.
Alfred, sorry. That means, in other words, this predicative adjective, we don't talk about GCN. GCN is direct adjective.
It's still GCN.
It's still GCN, but we don't say it's GCN. We use it as predicative adjective.
Because
but
we got we got two types of adjective. One is direct.
Okay.
One
Yes.
is this is describing this is a verb form. A verb form. A predicate is a verb. So this is in a verb form.
Yeah.
It's in verb form.
That's why you said need the connecting word that.
So
Connect
English, English always need a connecting word one.
Okay.
English got two noun one. If they got two noun, you need something to connect.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
And now connect to a noun, you need preposition. Beside preposition, sometimes you need the word that. That is a demonstrative. Demonstrative in Pali, but in English, sometimes because that is the demonstrative. That is this word I don't know to describe. This is the connecting. This is another things that describing this noun and this noun. This noun can be subject. This noun must be also subject. This noun is object. This noun is object. So you will need something that is, for instance, man. So in direct, the man, man. So so what you need to do is the word is there. Is good. Good is also a noun. So in certain, like in this particular case, two of them are three from the tree. So you cannot say from being cut down anymore. From the tree that is being cut down. So that is how you join it. Because you don't need two from. You don't need this is from being cut down. So you cannot move two of them because this is from three. From three. So in this case, you say from the tree, then you instead of from here, you take away this from. That is, so you replace this form in the Pali with the English word that is being cut down. You understand? So we cannot get translation direct one. So we have to adopt to it. So in English, so no doubt these two are still a GCN, but we cannot follow the GCN. Only in Pali GCN come to English, it is taken another form that is being cut down. So that is very straightforward. But
okay,
because we don't pay attention to it, so we won't know. We won't pay attention to it. Most of the time, we don't pay attention. So number 189, this is a future passive. Here is future passive participle. Normally, we have future. Normally, we have future participle. Future normally future participle. Future participle normally is we use this future potential participle. Future. The verb abbreviation future potential. Both of them are potential. They are the same. Either they use future or these two words are exactly the same. Some book use future, some book use potential. So it doesn't matter whether you use potential or future. It means that this is a potential. This is a potential. PT is potential participle. PT, this is potential participle. So either you use one of them, they means the same. So in this particular case, you see, it is also called gerundive. So I checked the dictionary. This word has two pronunciations. One is gerundive, one is gerundive. Also, it's accented by the pronunciation. So so the gerundive. If you look at somewhere. Here, what it means here is under the future or potential participle, that means you need three affix or prefix, suffix, three suffix. That means what you do is, for instance, the word you can use tabba, ania, or ya. It depends on the condition. So during the translation, this future you should use should be, must be, and to be. Any one of them. This is any one of them. This one is up to this point is not too difficult yet. But the one you have to take note is when this suffix is added to the root. It's radical. So if you what it means, this is the root. Ni with a E, and Stu is a U. So when you say it's radical, you see it's talking about the U is the radical, the E is the radical. So there is a change of form. The E will change to A, and the U will change to O. This is very common already. We know about that already. So it becomes netaba or sotaba. So this is what you're trying to fix that. Strengthen. That means this is strengthened to this is strengthened. This is talking about. So it's radical. Okay, if you want to know the names or the meaning of radical, you can check in the dictionary. Okay, so this is the rule. Then we go again, another rule here again. Another rule when the suffix taba is added to the root, as well as verbal base. So in this case, this is all root. This is root. This is not verbal base. So you have to remember either root or verbal base. So so in this case, can you see? Should be given, to be given, must be given. Also can lah. Must be given. So in this case, so this is ni is to lead. Should be, led, to be led. So it's the same. So you have three form lah. So three form. This one we skip. Now this is the one we're talking about the base. Just now we talked about this. This is to make clear. To make clear. That means to make something clear. It's actually the word see. To clear. To make clear. So in this case, the verbal base you plus 7 conjugation. 7 conjugation, it becomes, so the base becomes they say. So this is probably fifth key. Some book is long I, sometimes is short I. So short and long I. This is I think 5th or 6th conjugation lah. So in this particular case, this is a verbal base lah. So verbal base if this is forming what you get tum, that means what you got infinitive. Okay, so you see that the base plus tapa, okay, to be expounded. Okay, and then this is by. By, that means should be bought or to be bought, because this is what we call it participle. Past participle. This is past participle. This is past participle. We are not talking about present tense, past tense, because past participle and past tense sometimes they are the same. So the next one is talking about when you use aniya and when you use ya. Now you look at the root here. So in this particular case, so you have two choices lah. Ka plus ya. So here in this case, why ka get ya? Ka get ya, there are two possibilities. What are the two possibilities? Kara is the base. Kara can be the base. If it's kara is the base, you put ya, it becomes then before you put ya in. Normally, whenever there is an a there, you remember whenever there is a, this one always apply. The e is added. So when the e is added, so one of them suddenly the a is get out, and then this has to be strengthened. So it becomes kariya. So this one is also at aniya. Aniya. So this is how it goes. Okay. Then for this one, the vacha one, can you see wash, vasya? This one no need to explain because this is easy. So the wash, vasya. So your root on top of there is already mentioned here. So you must remember 177. And this is root. CYA. You just have to look at CYA. CY becomes CC. This is the why it changed its form. So you reverse back to the that CY becomes CC. DHY, that means this is the one, become GGH, and then this is MY become MM. So if you refer backslash, you were able to find the answer. Can you see? MY become MM. DHY, it becomes GGH. So in this case, so you should say, that means if I going to put a note, refer hashtag 177 lah. So you know a hashtag, hashtag 177. So that means this is your reference lah. Hashtag 177. So that means you know that the rules follow hashtag 17. But in the other books is they have different grammar books, so we don't follow it. We just have to follow this 177 based on what you have first. All right. So this is the thing, and that means there is a repetition or application of what you learn from the top to the bottom, right? Right. So this part, I think you can understand. Then after that, then okay, can you see here number 186, the final A of
Sorry,
the
Brother Alfred. The number 178, the karya, the car to do, the last one of 178, the root. Then KARYA, actually when you refer to 177, RY become interchange as YR. That means it can also be to YI lah, correct?
This one, the word car, the root car,
yes,
is very problematic. It's problematic, which means that it has multiple various forms. And then the meaning will also change accordingly. So you remember the word car will always have a lot of problems.
Okay.
So the rule is the rule, it can form a little bit not following the rule.
Exception.
So this is exception and problematic.
Okay.
So this is the one.
You
cannot remember everything one, but as long as you see, take it already. How it comes, sometimes certain things you don't need to remember. Sometimes you will try to remember, also you cannot remember. So what we need to do, this one, all right.
Thank you.
So can you see the word here, gerundive? Anyway, I already put the note for you to see what is meant by gerundive. Otherwise, okay. So here, gerundive. So this is pronunciation. This is a pronunciation. This because there is not phonetic. This is not phonetic. English is not phonetic. So you have to follow gerundive. So a gerundive basically is a verbal adjective in Latin, because Pali is also quite similar to Latin. Latin also got 3 genders. Right. So that is in nominative case. Gerundive as in express the notion. Express, that means they give you the idea of fitness, obligation. In other cases, function as a future passive participle. This is come from the English dictionary. This is come from the. So this is what we call it. When you see a gerundive, now you know it's talking about future passive participle. So we are on the future passive participle. We are future passive participle. All right. Now. So
sorry,
yeah.
Brother Alfred, this verbal adjective, is it the same with the just now you say on the
Yes, that's how it's the English. I tell you, when you see verb is equal to predicate. It's the same, English. I tell you, verb is equal to predicate. So sometimes certain they are same. Verbal adjective and predicative adjective is the same. A verb.
I got it. Thank you very much.
But English is also flexible. So like that. So they already described to you already. So they are the same thing. But because sometimes translation or sometimes a description, people use different English words to describe things like. Now, so we take from 187, 187. So 187, so sometime is a gerundive. So in this case, so I want to pronounce this as gerundives. Are used impersonally, are put in a neuter nominative singular. So in this case, can you see the word tapang? This is a nominative singular. Tapang. So because this is the rule is like that. That means in this case, so your translation, you have three lah. Yes, I say. So in this case, there is normally when you don't have a subject, you assume the word it. It is a subject lah. Because neuter normally we use it ma. Things ma. Things you use it and in this case, this is the verb. So this is the verb. So this is by me. This is the passive. Passive. So that means in English they say agent and patient lah. So passive lah. We just say passive enough lah. It is in the form of these three lah. I mean, it should be gone by me. So you got it lah. So the subject is not in the sentences. We have to assume it so that this is understood lah. It's a lot easier lah. All right. And then the next word in this case is a tuaya evang babi tapang also put in the neuter. So in this case we have no problem because the word here is okay. Now if you look at the word in English, there are a verb called a modal verb. Modal verb like should be, should, might, could, would, can. All these are modal verb. And then there is another verb in English to describe have to. Can you see the word have to? Have to. This is what we call the semi-modal verb. Semi-verb. That means it's semi-verb. So that means your translation for this particular case, babi tapang. That means this is babi. Technically, it should become. Should become, but it should be like this. Should be like this. Should be like this. So here the modal verb here, this is not belong. This one does not belong to this. This is to show you I should go. I have to go. So because we are talking about English, I should go. I have to go. The meaning is quite close. Quite close. So that I have to go. Technically, if you go to follow this, it's a kind of obligation. I have to go. Yeah, it's a kind of, it's a notion that it's obligated. I have to go. So something are related to this, but it's very hard to give you more example than that. But otherwise, it becomes an English lesson. But you take from this point that roughly you can understand that. Now, then you look at modal verb. Modal verbs are also known as modal, are used to give additional information. This is the most important. Additional information. So that means when we construct or we translate Pali to English, we need to give additional information on our translation. So that's why modal verbs are involved. About the main verb. So just now can you remember just now we are talking about the main verb. So in this case, when you talk about this is the main verb. This is the main verb. So in English, this is Dhammang Manusa Sunati. This is the main verb. You see, English, this is the main verb. So this is the main verb. So this is what? This is how you look at the English. Give additional information. Be it in this way, a verbal adjective, give additional information. This is, you should understand how things is going to be translated. This is pretty tough in English. Pretty tough, hard to explain. I hope you can digest by yourself. Okay. Alright. So so if you look back here, that means this one this is by you this is by you by you. Okay. Can you see the word babitabang? That means you should be like this. All right. Yeah, this is a bit tough. Okay. Any question that you want to ask? Okay. Try to digest the rules of 187. So the next one we talk about locative absolute. Locative absolute, the rule is both of them is in locative, but one of them has to be a noun and the other one must be participle. Participle means it can be present participle, past participle. Okay, it has to be like that. So when this is met, then it's called locative as well. So when it is locative as if you use the word when or while, depends on when or while, accordingly to your sentences while he's going or something like that. So the word here, if you look at here, this is locative. This is should not. Can you see? Should be done. Can you see? Should be done. Should be done. So this the word, the comma here, the comma, this one, case locative change to that means it takes this form. It takes the form of subject already. Remember, it takes the form of subject. It takes the form of subject. The moment you put when works, this become a subject. This one becomes subject. That means locative becomes subject, which is this one. The moment you apply when and why. So and then this one is still retained. That means this become the verb already. Yeah, this become the verb because the verb here is I typed wrongly. I never check. Okay, kata. So this become the verb. So that means this is the subject. This is become the verb. Should be done. When work should be done or must be done, to be done doesn't matter. As long as you can make it out. So that is the rules. Remember this. Right. So this is the passive form of causative. So passive form of causative. So we talk about causative. Causative first. Causative, that means you add a or ayah. Another form, you just add up to this a, it become ape. You add up to this ayah, it becomes apaya. So this is the causative. So this is the causative. So causative, let's say if you take this one is a causative. Karapeti. Karapeti. So karapeti means cause to do. So in this case, we put the what kara, ka plus ape plus iya. This one become passive. So in this particular passive, can you see this word is causative, cause, and then the to do become to be done. This is participle already. To be done, because this is what you call to be done. Can you see the word here? Right. So the rest apply. So is it clear for you?
Brother Alfred.
Yeah.
Brother Alfred.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. This one should be this kame katabe. Underline 172. You put the C7 PRP. So it should be PTP, right?
PTP lah. That is a rule, rules. There I put a PRT also can. PTP is a PRT. You need this and this. Any one of them also can. As
okay.
long as it can be present participle, past participle, and it also can be this type of form also is also allowed one. So you have to look at that. Look at the sentences. So it
yeah.
must be a participle.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
So the rest are, as long as you understand one of it, then the rest is not a problem. For now. So the next one is this 190. So 190, this is also talking about the rules. The words like participle, that means this technically the moment is here to be expected. That means you know that this is a past participle already. All right. And then some of them it's not past participle. For instance, like this one, the word sujiwa, dujiwa, dukara, all this is adjective. All this is the adjective. This is all adjective. So this particular line, when I read here, is talking about require an agent of action. So require the agent of action. Normally the agent of the action can be in instrumental or genitive case. Okay. So the best way to understand this is to look into this particular line. This particular line. So in this particular line, it's kalyana, mita. So in this particular, this is a compound. That means technically, if you take this compound, you say it's of good friend. And then you take if it's using instrumental case, is kalyana itena by good friend. So these two as this. So in this particular case, the book describe it as the agent of action. So I put this is agent C6, agent C3. Like we try to follow exactly so we can digest that. Then you see this word etang patikangkang. You remember all this is put in neuter now. Just the one of the rule earlier mentioned put in here. Neuter now. Let me see. Let me recall. Let's say we bracket it so that we can remember. One 7.84. That I think the participle decline in masculine and neuter now. Okay.
Dr. Alfred, you write 187.
187. Sometimes so blur already. Correct. One what correct one refer to this means Newton 187. So there I never see my hashtag. So remember the hash 187. So this is the one. This 187 Newton now. So when this is Newton now, that means this is going to be the adjective. So this is a subject That means in this case these are to be expected. This to be expected. That means this is your subject. The subject followed by this. Followed by this. This is your verb form. So in this case, this is to be expected by a good friend. By a good friend. You can put here by a good friend here. So whether you're going to agree with this translation, I don't know. Because technically when we look at it, I think this is to be expected by a good friend. I think it's good enough. This is to be expected from a good friend. So off, I think you have to change from a good friend. I think it's also not a problem. Instead of off, from a good friend. Expected, the word expected is from. Expected something from by. So there are only two preposition, but if you take this translation, this is to be expected by one who has good friend. This is not a problem because you know why this is by one who has. This is not a problem because you remember the rule of English. Just now we are talking is we are trying to give additional information about the main verb. So it depends on how you understand your English lah. So this is the one that always change the translation. That's why this book translate like that, the other book translate like that, is because of English. So these are the things. So I give you this so that you can understand why our translation cannot be very, very consistent. So this is the reason I put some additional information so that you can understand. All right, so this part no problem. So this part no problem. Right, we go back to the next line. Okay, so okay, the to is added, to is added to the noun. To is added, this is added to a noun, not a verb. Noun. Noun plus to. Noun plus to. Remember, this is not a verb. Not from root. Okay, the suffix to is added to a noun. Can you see now? To express the sense from. So it's from means it's ablative lah. But sometimes it's not necessary for from. You can take this on the account of in the manner of or as. This is as now. Can you see this is one of the reflection rupang ani jato. Rupang an dukato, rupang anato. In this case, you will translate using the word as form as impermanent. Typo error form as impermanent, form as suffering, form as non-self. So this is one of the translation. You can find this one in Girimananda Sutta in the chanting book. So there is about 16 or more than 10 meditative object, vipassana plus reflection plus whatever lah. So your translation is like that. So that so that means if you take here Buddhato, that means from the Buddha, we take the word from. This is silato. Silato because sila. So because the word sila on the account of morality. So this is more better. Devato. Devato. So in the manner of a deva. Anijato as impermanent. So there are technically four this. So hashtag means important lah.
Excuse me, Brother Alfred. What is
Yeah.
the name you say? The chanting in the chanting book. The name, the title.
Girimananda.
I see. Okay. Thank
That
you.
one is 10 perceptions, right?
The perception.
Girimananda one is for
Buddha.
illness to get well also, just like Bhujanga, but more powerful, I think.
Yes, Girimananda. So that so this is I think
Mananda Sutta. Okay.
so you will find that this is technically is what you call it reflection.
Perception, is it?
Reflection is a party.
I think Girimananda is 10 perceptions. The
No.
sutta.
There's not. There are
Reflection.
This is under reflection.
Oh.
Form is impermanent, is a reflection.
Oh.
Party.
It's
What is what?
Girimananda, Brother
Mananda.
Alfred.
Yeah,
Girimananda.
Yeah, Nan. Girimananda Sutta.
So this is under Patikangka. I think it's a long. This is Patikangka. Patikangka is a reflection. This is a reflection. If I'm not mistaken, this is a noun. I'm very sure about this because I always I don't for my meditation. I don't follow the
But Alfred, and you say reflection is Pachawekana, isn't it? Patikanka just now written there is to be expected, that one.
Okay.
Pachawekana.
Okay. Okay.
I think it's Patisankhara.
Oh, there's so many words. There's no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. After we'll show you. Let me make it bigger before us. All right. Okay.
You just taught the 5.57 or AN.
Yeah. Okay, now mind about this. So we have no time already. Okay. But anyway, I stopped the recording. Then I show you the Giri Mandanda. I will try to explain it.